Amazon PPC, or pay-per-click, is a necessary element to selling on Amazon. So in this Amazon PPC guide, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how you can be sure that you're optimizing your PPC campaigns for the best chance at success. So let's get into it. So the first component to this is finding the best keywords. This is the first step for laying the foundation down for an effective PPC campaign. The keywords determine where and when your ads appear. So naturally, you'd think to target the most popular keywords. But the popular choices generally have the most competition and are the most expensive to try and rank on. So unfortunately, it's not as straightforward as just picking the top 10 keywords. You have to get a little creative when it comes to approaching your Amazon PPC. For the best results, you're gonna need a keyword research tool like Helium 10 that shows the individual performance of keywords. Or if you don't wanna pay for a research tool and try and figure this all out yourself, you can always hire a service, like say Amz One Step. Your goal is to find the ideal combination of keywords that have high volume and low competition. But these are rare, so you might need to compromise one way or another. Just try and aim for decent volume and lower competition. It's also highly recommended that you use negative keywords to prevent your ads from popping up in irrelevant searches. The second tip I have is matching the right ad types to the sales funnel stages. Amazon PPC campaigns offer 3 different types of sponsored ads: sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored displays, each with its own individual advantages and purposes. To optimize the success of your Amazon PPC campaigns, it's best to use the right ads at the right time, especially in relation to the stages of the sales funnel. The sales funnel refers to a process that the shopper goes through on their way to purchase, from discovering a product or brand all the way to finalizing a sale. Using the most popular model, the AIDA model, the stages are as follows. The A stands for awareness, and this is when a shopper discovers a new product or brand. The I stands for interest. This is when the shopper researches the product or brand and the competitors. The D stands for desire. The shopper develops an intent to purchase and explores their option. Finally, the A, and that stands for action. And this is when the shopper follows through on a purchase. So specifically, sponsored brand ads are better for the top of the funnel, especially if you want to attract a wider customer base and increase brand awareness. Sponsored products and sponsored display ads are best for the bottom of the funnel. This is best when you have an actual customer base, but you still need a boost in conversions. The third tip I'm going to talk about is building a strategy based on your budget. The beauty of Amazon PPC campaigns is that they're scalable. You can spend as much or as little as you want. This makes it easy for you to tailor your Amazon advertising to your budget, but only if you know the best ways to spend. Large budgets of over $500 work well for testing and optimization. You're able to experiment more until you find what works for your brand, and use broader keywords and partial matches to play the field and expand your reach. Large spending is more attuned to automatic targeting campaigns because you don't have to micromanage as much. Just be sure to still check in periodically just to see what works and what doesn't. Then modify your campaigns accordingly. Small budgets such as $10 a day are far more common, especially for new and upstart sellers. With tight budgets, avoid targeting broad keywords as they cost a lot more and they're just way too competitive. It's better to be precise with exact keyword matches and manual targeting to conserve your ad spend. Although you're on your own when it comes to keyword research without the funds to experiment. The fourth point I'll bring up is to review your performance weekly. As nice as it would be to let your Amazon PPC campaigns just run on their own, that's not going to be the way you find success on Amazon. To run a tight ship, you want to be evaluating your performance regularly, at least once a week. Checking your Amazon PPC analytics reveals room for improvement and allows you to optimize each campaign for maximum results. Keep your eyes peeled for ineffective keywords and underperforming campaigns. It's always recommended to set your most important KPIs beforehand, and KPIs being key performance indicators. Then you can more accurately gauge each campaign's performance week by week. It's also worth noting the difference between traffic and conversions. An ad can dramatically increase the traffic to a page. But if it doesn't increase conversions, one of two things are happening. One, you're targeting the wrong people. Or two, your listing isn't optimized, and when people reach your page, they're not convinced enough to buy. The final tip I have for you is to use a low bid safety net campaign. How do you account for all the potential impressions that slip through the cracks? Try using a low bid campaign. And you'll use this as a catch-all to handle what your more focused campaigns miss. These campaigns are very simple to set. Just bundle all of your ASINs into one automatic campaign and let it run. Because these campaigns are looser and more extraneous, you don't have to spend that much on them. Bids of 5 to 25 cents are just fine. This type of Amazon PPC campaign is designed to run autonomously, with little need for intervention or modification. Think of it as a safety net for all the miscellaneous impressions that your other campaigns didn't catch for whatever reason. After all, even the most well-managed campaigns can't cover every nook and cranny. The final thing I'll mention, and maybe this is kind of a secret tip 6, is that we can manage your PPC campaigns for you. Managing Amazon PPC campaigns can be a lot, especially if your focus is more on sales than marketing. It can take a while to develop your knowledge on how much to bid and which keywords to use, and even longer to see which methods work best for your type of business. At Amz One Step, our Amazon PPC management team handles all of this, so you don't have to give it a second thought. They have a ton of knowledge on PPC campaigns, ad types, and just selling on Amazon in general. You can leverage their experience and make it work for your brand. See how we can help you to optimize your PPC campaign. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can schedule a free consultation and we can answer any questions you might have. Whether you decide to do the PPC yourself or you hire a company to do it for you, like Amz One Step, you should still know the basics of how PPC works. If you found the video at all helpful and your PPC is now totally optimized, please consider liking and subscribing. We are putting out videos every week to help you out on your Amazon journey, and subscribing will ensure that you're always in the know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.